to Southern Manufacturing 2025. We're here on the Hexagon stand with Jason Walker. Jason, you've got loads of inspection equipment inside that stand to show us, but looking at your logo, your slogan, first of all, design, make, and inspect this year.
That's right.
I know you've been supporting UK manufacturing for a long time.
Yeah.
Let's go through it. How are you helping UK manufacturing design, make, and inspect? Let's go.
Perfect. Let's dive in. Yeah.
So
with Hexagon's portfolio, as many of our customers will know, it's not just inspection or metrology. Of course, we're very well known for that part of the portfolio, but we try to help our customers with the broad capabilities that we have across their entire value chain. So we talked about design. So it's taking the design of a part, preparing it for the manufacturing process, or even before that, simulating, especially when it's a more complex part with thinner walls that may be subject to deformation, simulating the characteristics of that material, and then preparing it for the manufacturing process.
Absolutely. In that design stage, there's so many feedback loops you can do now with proper simulation software.
Exactly.
And you want to make sure that you bring your design geometry into your simulation software as easy as possible.
Yeah.
You can do that if you get your software from one company.
Yes, you can. And, ultimately, more and more manufacturers are looking at how they can take their, more of these services in-house, so manage the design in-house as well as take it through the various downstream processes that they have to manage to get a product made and obviously inspect that product. So all the way from our large OEM customers who may be more inclined to simulate the end product that they're trying to create, as well as the different components that go into it, down to our supply chain manufacturers who are obviously more focused on taking the design from their customer, the OEM, and manufacturing it and ensuring that, the quality of those parts, those components that they're manufacturing is correct.
Absolutely. If you imagine this was made by one of those subcontractors, for example, there's a serious amount of Hexagon software used by those in like a suite. It's called the production suite. For example, what would customers use from Hexagon to produce this part in a subcontractor?
Yeah, so what we're showcasing today and at the show is our newly launched production software suite. And the concept of the suite is it's a combination or a bundle of software solutions that work together and ultimately, are a cohesive set of capabilities that allow our customer to take the design, prepare it for manufacturing, create the G code for the CNC machines, get an optimized code by using something like our NC Simul solution to simulate how that machine is going to cut it. And then obviously look at collecting some of the production analytics of those machines even while it's being produced, right? So in our production machining suite, which we just highlighted there, you've got our designer products for, CAD for manufacturing. You've got CAM solutions like Edge Cam or even a Spree. And then we've got the NC Simul product that I mentioned for simulation and optimization of that G code on the CNC machine.
Okay, brilliant. We've done design, we've done make, which is the product we produced here. Inspect. You've got so much equipment to show us. Let's start with this thing, maybe. So what are you showing here for brand new inspection? It's a brand new inspection product.
This is our newly launched handheld Marvel Scan solution, which really provides our customers an entry-level scanning solution and the freedom to go and measure anywhere. So go and scan anything, anywhere. You can see it's truly portable solution, very much easily handheld, and multiple capabilities with multi-camera support, as well as different scanning capabilities. As you can see there, the crosshatch of those lasers, taking in all the point cloud data from the component that's being scanned and easily identifying it here in the software solution that goes along with it.
And you can see the cable going down into the cabinet down here, but there's no big fat box this needs to connect to.
No big fat box. In fact, this can be used as a completely portable solution as well with a battery pack. You don't necessarily have to have the cable plugged in all the time.
Okay, so all it needs to do is connect to your computer and also be powered.
That's it.
Simple as that. Brilliant. The Marvel Scan, you've got two models, and this is brand new. And Steve, who's very kindly demoing this, has seen a lot of demos recently from customers because it's such a new product.
Plenty. A lot of interest on this, and I think customers are really looking for additional capabilities to be able to go into the field or down onto their shop floor and scan more larger parts or just scan easier.
Yeah. We've just seen a great photo of someone inside like a casting trying to measure the inside of something really awkward to inspect. Probably wouldn't be possible with a more traditional scanning system. You need this arm and just a cable, plug it into your laptop, stick it outside the casting, climb in there. You can scan some really complex features. with a Marvel scan.
Yeah, as I mentioned, in the field, on the shop floor, in very tight to get in places, it's a really game-changing piece of technology.
Absolutely, really ergonomic too. Steve's been doing it all day. He's not got RSI yet. I can promise you that. Thank you, Steve. Brilliant. Very well demoed. So yeah, what's next?
Well, we've got, obviously, as you mentioned, a lot of our scanning capabilities here and our measurement capabilities. So many of our customers will be familiar with our Absolute Arm. This is a portable scanning solution, and it's paired with our AS1, flagship AS1 scanner. So this is blue light scanning capabilities or technologies that obviously we've got patents on. We don't have to worry about the shine of the material that's being scanned. All of that is made much easier for our customers to go and scan any part, anywhere.
Exactly. And what's the value in having scanning and a physical touch prober available on the same machine?
It just, again, provides that flexibility for our customers to use this piece of equipment on multiple different components and be able to both touch probe scan if they're going in for a very high tolerance inspection job, or scanning it. Again, we mentioned earlier the freeform capability of taking in the point cloud data on a specific component that you're scanning, as you can see Jamie is showing for us there.
Brilliant. So this is for smaller components. Obviously, you work with big, very, very big companies that maybe won't be doing subcontract components like this. For very big parts and assemblies, what's this thing for?
That's it, our Absolute Tracker. Again, many of our customers will be familiar with our Tracker series. So for larger volume inspection jobs, you can see Neil there holding our T-probe, which is more for the tactile scanning applications. Again, going in and touching components. The tracker is picking up the location of that T-probe, and now he's all the way down there. So, there's, again, a lot of freedom of movement when it comes to scanning and measuring applications with the Tracker series. But then not only is he using the T-probe, but with a hot swap option, we can switch to, again, the AS1 scanner and go and do blue light laser scanning on specific components, again, using the Tracker series, which is going to pick up the location of the scanner and give you accurate positional information continuously.
So that's all about improving the accuracy of your scanning over a really large distance, over a large object. Brilliant. And in terms of being able to swap between tactile probing and scanning, what kind of applications are we seeing this in?
It depends on what the customer is doing. So obviously our customers, if they're doing larger volume applications, you might think of a large sort of sheet metal fabricator making large pylon rings or something like that, where maybe they want to scan an element of the outside of the rolled steel, or maybe they want to take specific measurements on the inside diameter, and they can climb into the rolled steel and take those measurements with that tactile probe, or even use a scan on specific elements of maybe the sheet metal on the outside.
Definitely. It seems like form measurement is becoming a more important thing, as well as just the important functional points. You want to make sure the form of a product is correct. Even on cars, fit and flush is really important too. Brilliant. Okay. And then we've got probably last but not least, probably one of the most traditional products we can see on the Hexagon stand.
Again, very classic to many of our customers is our traditional CMM portfolio. So Hexagon's business for, CMMs has been long-standing, more than many others in the market. But as you can see here, traditionally with the CMMs, you're going in and you're touching the part, right? You're doing accurate measurement with tactile probing. Right now, we're showcasing some of our multi-scanning capabilities or multi-sensing capabilities. And again, you've got a laser scanner on there that has embedded camera. We can do visual scanning applications on the CMM as well. And high speed, of course, the way that we can capture all of the point cloud data as well as the measurements if we're using a tactile probe. Really world-class with our Global S series that we're showing here.
Brilliant. So you get that mix of accuracy with the touch probe and then the speed of a form measurement. Whereas otherwise, if you had just the touch probe available, you could still scan fast, but you couldn't scan 3D fast. You could scan in a line, in a path.
Exactly. Yeah. And as you'll notice, that's the same component that we manufactured or managed the design of right in the beginning of the process. So as I mentioned, managing the full sort of value chain or life cycle of our customers' operations.
Brilliant. So that's design, make, and inspect here on the Hexagon stand at Southern Manufacturing.